And you know, universities. Have you seen people who has been to university here, mashallah? At the end, when you get your degree, what do you do when you get your degree in this country? Anybody who's been to university? What do you do? What is graduation ceremony? Yeah. What do you wear there? What do you wear? You wear a hat and you wear a... This is the Islamic attire. This is the turban and this is the Islamic thobe. Subhanallah. Especially in this country, in the Anglo-Saxon world, not so much in Germany, but here, the ceremonies are exactly as they used to be in the time of the Muslims in Al-Andalus, for example, when they would wear this attire and they would wear the turban. This represents the turban. The whole structure of a university, of a lecture theater, is exactly the same way as the Muslims had it before. The first university in the world was established where? In Oxford, in Cambridge? No, where? In Morocco, in Fes, by a woman in the 9th century. The first university in Europe was in Italy, in Bologna, in the 11th century. 300 years later. 300 years later, not Oxford, not Cambridge. They came 100 years later after that. So the first university was Bologna, was in Italy. And after Bologna, there was Oxford and Cambridge. And the first university in the world was established in Fes, in Morocco. The first university in Europe, in Al-Andalus. In Al-Andalus, in Cordoba. Cordoba, that was the capital of the Muslims in Spain. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. Again, why don't we hear these things? Why aren't we supposed to know these things? Why do we have to find out after 26 years of being a Muslim? When I was learning these things, I was going to university at the time. I was in Germany at the university, and I was learning about Spanish linguistics, for example, and Spanish culture, and Spanish history. And I learned all these strange words, Arabic terms in Spanish, Arabic terms in Portuguese, Arab history that goes back to the Muslims, history that has to do a lot with Islam. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Why don't we know these things? Why don't we know them? But it's about time to finally come up with them. It's about time to now finally being able to teach them, and not only here, because the book came out in German first, and I have a center in Zurich, in Switzerland, where we started teaching this already 2 months ago, mashallah. So I think it's about time finally that our youth and ourselves, we need to know these things and we need to come out with them, because nowadays, when we are attacked by non-Muslims, it's not the Quran, the Bible they're interested in. They attack us with these things. They tell you, look what the Muslims did in the Middle East. Look what they do. Look what they did. Look what they do. Look at the history. Yeah, look into the history. Look into the history. What have the Muslims done for Europe? Without Muslims, there would have been no Renaissance. Without the Muslims, there would have been no algorithm. I'm having a computer. We all have a laptop at home. Without algorithm, there would be no computer. Without computer, we would not have our civilization the way we have it nowadays. Without the Muslims, there would have been no computer. Without the Muslims, there would have been no camera. Without the Muslims, there would have been no glasses. Glasses. Eyeglasses. Invented in Al-Andalus. Opticians from Al-Andalus.